Hello students, in this class we discuss new topic, that is transistor. So transistor is well known for all, for technical or non-technical students in electric and electronic fields. When invent the transistor, Baldwin in a laboratory, it will be discussed, it will be discovered the transistor in a Bell laboratory. It will be changed the new generation for our communication or electronic or electrical, all signal processing and signal system. These are the very important a particular device, that is the transistor. So this transistor is used or forming. Now it is nothing but two junctions are joined together. Now suppose two PN junction, suppose this is a PN junction, this is a PN junction. Now these two PN junctions are joined together to form a transistor. So this junction, PN junction, are joined together when P and N are joined to form a PN junction diode, but two PN junctions are joined together to form a transistor. In this way, it is not possible when two diodes are joined together to act as a transistor, nothing. But it is a two PN junction are fabricated in a single solid state device. Now when we suppose a PN junction and another PN junction, now this is a PN junction, this is a PN junction. So this PN junction are combined back to back, that is a layer will be common. Now it is combined to back. Now this device is like this, P, N, P. Now this N are common. So this is the two junction, this is a PN junction and this is a PN junction. So these two junctions are combined to form a single device, that is the PNP, or in alternate way it will be joined in form in this way NPN. So this type we combine two junctions to form this type and this type. So this is the transistor and this is the transistor. So this is a two types of transistor. Now when asked question what is transistor, now it will be in a definition we say a transistor is two junction to PN junction formed by sandwiching. Sandwiching either P-type or N-type semiconductor between a pair of opposite types of semiconductor. This is the definition of your transistor. So this, what is the meaning of this definition? Now we discuss. A transistor is a two p-n junction formed by sandwiching. Now a word sandwich means when two layers are pressed in between two sides in a middle layer. Suppose this is a P or this is a N and this is a N. Now in this layer, that is the P, suppose N, that is the P. Now this layer is a very thin layer. So this N and N are sandwich. Sandwich means to pressed to a opposite of a semiconductor. So in the definition, a transistor is a two p-n junction formed by sandwiching either p-type or n-type semiconductor between pair of opposite type of a semiconductor. Now when a p-type sandwiching in opposite type of a semiconductor, now this device or this component is known as a transistor. So in this way P and P N, this is a type of a transistor. So in this case, the two p-n junction, now p-n junction, here is a p-n junction, two p-n junction are sandwiched a semiconductor, that is the p-type semiconductor, in between opposite type of a semiconductor, that is n-type semiconductor. So in this action is formed a device known as transistor. Now the transistor is also two types. Transistor are also two types. Transistor are also two types. Number one, NPN transistor. Second, PNP transistor. So in the NPN transistor and PNP transistor, we discussed the NPN transistor. Now in NPN transistor, the two N-type semiconductor are combined with a P-type semiconductor to form NPN transistor, but PNP transistor, two P-type semiconductor are combined with the N-type semiconductor to form PNP transistor. Now the NPN transistor, the two layers of N in NPN transistor, NPN transistor in NPN transistor to N-type semiconductor combined with a thin layer of P-type semiconductor. Is known as NPN transistor. Dear students, see here the two N-type semiconductor combined with a thin layer of a P-type semiconductor is known as NPN transistor. Now in this transistor, the two layer of N material and a thin layer in middle as P material to form NPN transistor. So in NPN transistor, the symbol of NPN, the symbol of NPN transistor is so this is a NPN transistor symbol. Now in physical construction, by discuss on definition, 2PN material now this is the N material, this is the N material, this is the P material. So this is N means in negative, that is the electrons. This is the electrons and this is the hole. So now in this diagram, so this is the NP, that is the P means C. The P means C, all are holes, and N means all are electrons. Now, in this construction or in this diagram, so this is a three terminal, when the NP junction, this is the N material, all are free electrons. So from NPN, three layer, one layer is emits the charge particles, that is the majority charge particles, electrons are holes. In which region emits the charges, this region, this terminal is known as emitter. Now, in NPN transistor, this region is N material and this region is N material. Now, which region starts the or emits the electrons, that is a terminal, is known as emitter. This is symbol as E. Now, another N materials or another N regions of N materials to collect the all charges. So, emitter emits the charges, but another section or region or collect the charges is known as, the terminal is named as collector. Now it is symbolized as C. Now in between collector and emitter, a thin layer is known as base region. Now it is named as B. So this terminal, three terminals of a transistor, emitter, base and collector. So emitter emits the majority charge carriers, collector collects the charge carriers, but base is the control. Base control the charge carriers. Base control the charge carrier. Charge carriers. Base control the charge carriers. Emitter emits the charge carriers. Emitter emits the charge carriers, but collector collects the charge carriers. Now, in this three way, the emitter, base, collector are three terminals of a transistor. Now, in symbol of a NPN transistor, that is a symbol of a NPN transistor. So, arrow indicates emitter. Now, arrow indicates emitter of a transistor, that is the E. Arrow indicates emitter, but the middle portion is the base point B, and another terminal now is the collector C. So, in NPN transistor, the emitter terminal means arrow indicates emitter, and arrow indicates the outer sides of a transistor. Means see, base to emitter, that is the base to emitter means see arrow in outer side. So it is symbolized as a NPN transistor. But in opposite case, when PNP transistor, in PNP transistor, in PNP transistor, the symbol of PNP transistor is now arrow indicates the emitter, middle one is the base, and the third one is the collector. So in PNP transistor, emitter arrow towards inside. So arrow indicates a arrow towards inside the base, but in the NPN transistor, the emitter arrow indicates outer side of from the base. So it is the mark or symbol of NPN and PNP for detecting transistor NPN or PNP. Now, in NPN transistor or PNP transistor, in NPN transistor, the electrons are present in the emitter, but in PNP transistor, so these are holes. And these are electrons. So this is the very thin layer. This layer is control the current in output side. So in this case, there will be 3 terminal. Now in PNP transistor, the majority charge carrier are holes. In PNP, the majority charge carrier are holes. But in NPN transistor, the majority charge carrier, is electron. Now, in NPN transistor, the majority charge carrier are electrons, but in PNP transistor, the majority charge carrier are holes. So, the emitter point, when the charge concentration are more, then emits the holes, and the collector side collect the holes, and base will be controlled. That is the base, that is the B base, that is the collector, and that is the emitter. Now in this case, the holes are majority charge carrier in a PNP transistor, but in a NPN transistor, the majority charge carriers are electrons or free electrons. When we see the emitter and base, then collector and base. Now, how it connected to a transistor to properly function? When in NPN transistor or PNP transistor, the base emitter junction always forward biased. Now N, P, N, these are free electrons, these are holes, these are free electrons. Now this junction, suppose this is the emitter, this is the collector, and this is the base. This is the base. Now this junction Pn, this is a junction. Now this first junction Pn, now this junction Pn, this junction is always forward bias. Now it is N metal connect to battery negative and P metal connect to positive. This is the positive, this is the negative. And in the other junction, now Pn junction, in other side, this junction is always reverse biased. Now reverse bias means N metal connect to positive. So this is the positive and this is the negative. Here base collector junction, reverse bias, reverse biased, emitter base junction, forward bias. So this is the standing rule in always base emitter junction in forward bias for active region or active of a transistor, base emitter junction forward bias, but base collector junction in reverse bias in active region. In active region work the transistor. So how to connect a transistor in their particular connection. So when a transistor we connect, now a battery terminal, so two junction are connected for two battery. Now this is the 4 terminal, but transistor has a 3 terminal. Now how to connect a transistor? Now we study a transistor has a 3 terminals, base emitter junction, but when we connect a junction, the battery terminal for input to add for output the battery terminal 2. Now the 4 terminals for input and output terminal of a battery, and transistor will be 3 terminal. Now how it will connect a biasing or a function or a connection of a transistor? Then it will be require 4 terminals, but we have a 3 terminals of a transistor. Now in transistor connection, then a single terminal will be common for both input and output. Now in this way when we connect a transistor transistor, we require 4 terminals. But a transistor has 3 terminals. However, we connect a transistor, we take a terminal out of 3 to be common. Now, a transistor has 3 terminals. Now, we connect a transistor for both input and output. We require 4 terminals. Now, we have 3 terminals, but a transistor has 3 terminals. But it is required a terminal will be common for both input and output. Now, this connection will be discussed in your next class.